Growth of GHG emissions reach an all-time low. Sweet. Stench-free zone. The International Energy Agency, IEA, we have returned to a trend line of reduced emissions. Growing at 0.9% in 2022, it's a lot like getting outscored by 14 points in the second half after getting your ass handed to you 28-0 in the first half. The economic slowdown would presumably have a major impact on the emissions reductions from an economic ramp-up after a complete shutdown. Kind of like the other team sending in the scrubs in the fourth quarter. Was it economic cycles or actual effort? This remains to be seen. Can we actually start to reduce emissions, not just slow the growth? Can we do it during economic expansion? There are certainly technologies being developed that will eventually help us. Reported in The Cool Down, TCD, college students in the Netherlands have developed a solar power car that actually cleans CO2 from the air as it drives. It's much like the Forever battery that is compressing liquid technology into solid for batteries. It's a much better battery that'll slow the use of cobalt and the waste produced from end-of-life batteries, but it doesn't solve the problem. It just slows the ass-kicking in the second half. Unregulated profits and the buying and selling of electric power like commodities futures is not a good thing for the grid. Forbes reports the transition from traditional to new fuels for electricity production will be very challenging. Add to it the proliferation of regional transmission organizations, or RTOs, and you get a situation like the Texas deep freeze. RTOs buy wind and solar when they're prevalent because they're cheaper, and then they drop them into grease and buy nuclear and coal when they're cheaper. But irregular supplies of solar and wind power, no, the sun doesn't always shine in Philadelphia, and the wind doesn't always cry Mary. That means that steady surplus margins to upgrade and repair the grid aren't there anymore. The irregularities back and forth don't sustain profits to repair, maintain, and upgrade the grid.